aerobic capacity 2. It's actually an offshoot of aerobic capacity 1, but this has to be dealing with training that is good, or training the energy system that is good for 800 and 1500 race. Okay, so what this is actually is just an increased aerobic capacity. It's just an increased aerobic endurance capacity. Okay, so it's a little bit more intense, and it's a little bit tougher than the initial presentation that I did on aerobic capacity 1. Okay, the work volume involves 12 to 15 minutes of swimming. The rest intervals, assuming per 100 meters to 200 meters, is going to be inside 15 to 20 seconds per repeat. So in comparison dun sa nabigay ko dating workout, rather aerobic 1, nakikita ninyo na yung rest interval is just about 5 to 10 seconds. But this is a little bit more intense. The coverage time is only 12 to 15 minutes in comparison to having to deal with the aerobic 1, which is 20 minutes. And then the rest interval given per 100 or per repetition is about 15 to 20 seconds. Okay. The way to compute the target time for training for this is 200 personal best divided by 2 plus 10 seconds. So initially, yung isa kanina is plus 15, ito plus 10. Okay? This is good. This is good to be carried out over distances of 50, 100, 150 to 200. Pwede naman much higher. Pero mas maganda lang to because talagang you're able to maintain the quality of the work. If they can do 400 meters or 300 meters for this, is very good. Okay, this is to be given rest and recovery. You can give this set after more than 24 hours it has been given. So meaning, kung binigay ko to kaninang umaga sa mga swimmers, huwag naman natin bigay ulit sa hapon. So, maaring kung Monday ngayon, maaring bigay ko to ulit sometime Wednesday na. If I gave this Monday morning for workout, I might give this Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday morning to allow recovery time to be able to swim the intensity. Okay, so aerobic capacity 2 is computed using also the same given example. The personal best 200 meter freestyle of 2 minutes flat, and it is computed as follows. So X is equal to 200 personal best divided by 2 plus 10 instead of 15 seconds. So you can tell already just by looking into this, you could already tell that it's faster than aerobic 1. Medyo mabilis na to, 110, okay? 110 yung average time. If you will work on a table, you will also notice yung isang table ko kanina for aerobic capacity 1, may 800 meters. Ito, I try to keep it under 800 meters because I would like the repetitions to be a little bit shorter so that it's workable and it's more feasible for the swimmer to perform 110 every 100 meters, okay, for a longer and extended period para ma-maximize ko itong 15 minutes. I want to get as close as possible to being able to swim this particular time, tong pace na tong 110, and hold on to it for about close to 15 minutes or 15 minutes. So working this table, it's no different from being able to compute and see what in comparison to yung aerobic capacity 1. Ang nag-iba lang dito is yung computation. Instead of plus 15, it's actually plus 10. This is my error. Hindi ko nakita to kanina, so I'm just correcting it now. So it's plus 10 and it's not plus 15. So what this is, it changes the entire picture, no? The 50 meters becomes 35. The hundreds now, they have to maintain and hold 110, 200, 220, so forth and so on. Okay. So this pretty much speaks for itself. When you make a chart, and this is the type of workout that you would like to carry through, okay, the 50s, if you're going to swim this anywhere in between 12 to 15 minutes work time or work period, okay, you will need to swim 24 to 30 repetitions of 50s, maintaining 35 every 50 with 10-15 seconds rest. Kung 50s, some swimmers can do 10. Kung hindi kaya, just add on 15, just add on another 5 seconds, so it becomes 15 seconds. And interval time now becomes 45 rather. Pwede to 45 or 50. But it's good to start off with 10 seconds rest and see how long the swimmer can actually hang on to this particular pace. Kung tumaas yung time, madali lang naman madagdagan to into an extra 5 more seconds. And so forth and so on for the rest of the other given distances dito. From the 100, 200, 400 to 600. Okay? But what is very important here, because we're dealing with a training now that is higher in intensity, is being able to respect the number of hours it takes for the athlete to recover from training like this. Hindi natin to pwede ibigay umaga, kaninang umaga binigay to, hindi natin pwede ibigay ulit to ngayong hapon. Mas lalo na, I would give this, if I gave this to the swimmer on a Monday morning, the next time I would give this would probably be about Wednesday afternoon, to be sure that I complied with the 36 hours recovery period that it took, just to give the athlete enough time to recuperate, and for the nutrients, yung mga kinakain niya, yung intake niya, to be converted into glycogen. Dadalhin sa liver yun, i-convert lahat yun, and it takes X number, I forget no, but it takes X number of hours for the food intake that they just took, for instance, this morning, to be reconverted into usable and energy fuel called glycogen. So sa liver lahat dumadating yon. Kaya that's the reason why hindi natin pwedeng basta apurahin ng apurahin. O ibigay lang natin na ibigay kung anong gusto natin. So you have to respect the ability of the athlete or the individual to be able to recuperate and recover before you give another workout of this nature or this intensity. So again, I'm going back to this, okay? The work period of anything that you do, whether it's 400, 600 meters, kung kakayanin niya, you just give 2. And that's going to cover 12 to 15 minutes. Pwede rin naman, kagaya yung sinabi ko kanina, you can start out giving 200s. I would go 2 200s, 4 100s, and 8 50s. something like that. Or I would do something the reverse, 850s, 4 100s, and 2 200s. Okay, something of that nature. Or you can give 600 straight, just to see whether kakayanin ng swimmer o hindi, no? But at any rate, it's good just to be able to play with the variables and try to see what looks well and what works best for your swimmer. Kaya going back to what I was saying, yung mga think that they're doing high performance, you cannot have the same kind of workout for one swimmer and expect the other swimmer to be able to do it. They have different abilities. Okay. Now, at this point, I'd like to make mention of Ryan Arabejo. Kilala nyo naman si Coach Ryan ngayon. But when I was coaching and I saw him when he was about 12, 13 years old, I was computing his best times in the 200, and I'm trying to see how much talent this fellow actually had. Now, huwag kayong magugulat, okay? I'll teach you a way how to spot a potential and a talent for 800 free and 1500 free and 400 free. Nakita nyo tong computation na to? It's very easy. Nakalagay dito plus 10. Okay? So, kung gagamitin natin tong 200, ang lalabas na resulta natin dito is 105. During Ryan's time, when he was about 13 years old, and he was swimming not naman 200, but he was swimming a comparative time, his computation was plus 5, no, plus, if I remember right, it's like, to be safe, it's like plus 6 seconds, and not plus 10. Now, this is something that's innate to him, and that's unique to him. That is a testimony to how much talent and potential the guy actually had. Okay? So, 13 years old pa lang, alam kong may kakayahan tong batang to. Primarily because I was looking into his splits and I was observing him swim the 200 free. So, I had the data. And I pulled him to a corner, and that's what I told him. Sabi ko sa kanya, you will be a very good swimmer. Continue training hard, continue working hard. And huwag kang papaling sa 400, 800, tsaka sa 1500. Because that's what you're meant to swim. And true enough, nag-qualify sa Olympics. So, you can also use this particular formula to identify or seek out talent. Itong mga plus 10 na to, na plus 10 seconds, normal yan. You're talking of normal human beings. Okay? Mga sprinters yan. They'll be good pagka ganitong nagagawa nila. They're good. Okay? It's just that there are some with a really innate gift to swim distance. And these are the people that will be swimming this plus 7, hindi plus 10. Plus 7, sometimes plus 6 seconds off their best time in the 200. Kung kukumputin mo to, yung 10 will not apply. Malalaman ninyo, at saka yung ability ng bata, nagmi-maintain siya at least ng 107 at hindi 110. Kung gagamitin natin tong table na to. So, probably this is the best way I can explain this. But, you have to be able to treat this and look at this seriously, because itong training na to is really for swimming pace of 1500 and 800. Kung anong ginagawa nila dito, yun ang ipipace nila pag 1500 at pag 800. So, you have to tailor fit the computations and the training time, and with the program that will enable your swimmer to swim this particular pace. Yung pace, kung ano yung computation na lumabas dito, yan ang kailangan gawin nila pagka 800 tsaka 1500 swim. Okay, so hanggang dun lang muna para sa aerobic capacity 2. If you have any further questions, I will give you contact details on how to get in touch, and you can ask questions maybe later on if you're curious, and then maybe I can get back to you on some more serious topics. But let's focus on this. We're trying to break it down, and we're trying to make everybody understand how the energy system in the body actually really works. Okay, so for now, ito na lang muna. Okay, thank you very much.